The oldest cameraman has been revealed. Today I will talk to you about a cameraman who has appeared in the SKIBIDI toilet series in the background of episodes, and perhaps we hadn't given him the importance he deserved because he could actually be one of the strongest cameramen and might have the same significance as the brave cameraman from Destapacaños. I'm talking about the cameraman who has survived the longest, as he has appeared since the early episodes and is still alive. He is the POV cameraman from the latest episode 65, who is the same POV cameraman saved by Speaker Woman and has appeared in many more episodes. Some know him as the cameraman with brown sleeves, or also the cameraman with a red shirt. Either way, in this video I will explain the story of this cameraman, why he is so strong, how he has survived for so long, and even the great speed he possesses as he managed to survive the hacked talking toilet titan. In this video I will show you each and every episode in which this character has appeared and several secrets you might not have known. So if you want to learn about all of this and more, stay tuned until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of content, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe to bring you more content like this. The surviving cameraman has been revealed in the latest episode 65 of SKIBIDI Toilet. We saw a POV cameraman who was about to be killed by a SKIBIDI Toilet police officer. This cameraman raised his hand to prevent himself from being killed, and surprisingly the SKIBIDI Toilet police officer let him live. When he raised his hand, we could see that the POV cameraman of this episode was someone wearing a red shirt, as we can see his sleeve, although it could also be brown depending on everyone's color perception. The point is that this cameraman has appeared in many previous episodes and has become one of the main characters of the series, similar to the brave cameraman who has even had episodes where he is the complete protagonist. This red-shirted POV cameraman from episode 65 is the same POV cameraman saved by Speaker Woman in episode 61, and he is also the same cameraman who mocked the brave cameraman in episode 63. Here we could see his complete appearance, so let's observe his characteristics carefully to discover in which other episodes he has appeared. Although I can already tell you that this cameraman is one of the oldest in the series, as he appeared in the early episodes, and all this time he has managed to survive the greatest dangers of the series. This is why I will call him the surviving cameraman. You can also call him the man with red sleeves or the oldest cameraman, whichever you prefer. As we can see, he is a person whose head is a white camera. He wears a dark blue jacket, a turquoise suit, a red shirt and tie, and black gloves. With these characteristics, we can now search for him in the first episodes to discover exactly when he first appeared. I took the trouble to review all episodes of SKIBIDI Toilet to find out that his first appearance was in episode number 3, practically since the series started. At that time, the POV cameraman who was recording the episode turned a little to his left, and there we could see the surviving cameraman with his arms crossed. His entire outfit fits perfectly with his description. Furthermore, there is no other cameraman who looks like him. So the first appearance of this character was in episode 3, and he is still alive in episode 65, making it a total of 62 episodes in which he has survived. For this reason, I prefer to call him the surviving cameraman. It is important to emphasize that this person is too strong, skilled and fast to have survived all this SKIBIDI Toilet war. He has even been very close to the Titans, but I'll tell you more about that later. If you find this video very interesting and epic, I invite you to like it right now and subscribe. Activate the notification bell to be one of the first to discover all the secrets of SKIBIDI Toilet. In this episode 3, we also observed that his shoes are brown. This survivor cameraman was one of the first to witness the SKIBIDI Toilet invasion. However, his next appearance could be somewhat tragic, as in episode 39 we saw him in the background dead next to a pole and the tracks. His head has been cut off. It's not entirely cleared or confirmed if this is the same survivor cameraman and that his outfit is very similar, but the colors change slightly due to the light from the pole next to him. However, if we look closely, we can see that they have the same shoes, the same jacket, a turquoise colored suit, and the sleeves of their hands are red, so it would fit perfectly with him. So you might be asking, how is it possible that he's still alive if here his head is missing? Well, let's remember that there are medical cameras, which we've seen before, that can revive cameramen who lose their heads because they reattach them. We saw something like this in episode 54 where many cameramen had been decapitated by the SKIBIDI toilet and the medical cameras came to revive them. Besides the most obvious proof, which was in episode 57, part 1, the brave cameraman lost his right foot, left leg and right arm, and then in episode 63, he returned complete. This means that medical cameras are capable of joining parts of cameramen's bodies that have been cut, even heads. Therefore, this would be the explanation of why in episode 39 we see the survivor cameraman dead, but he's still alive in episode 65. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because his next appearance was in episode 46. He was this cameraman you see here who was escaping from that SKIBIDI toilet vacuum cleaner, although he didn't manage to escape and was absorbed by that SKIBIDI. However, after he fought against the TV Titan, we could see how cameramen came out of the mouth of this SKIBIDI toilet, which would confirm that all the cameramen who were also absorbed should have survived, including the survivor cameraman. So the next appearance of this character was in episode number 50, after the camera titan saved the cameraman's secret laboratory and prevented the SKIBIDI toilets from completely invading it. In the end, when the camera titan says goodbye, we see how all the cameramen thank him by making the gesture of a like. And this one here is the survivor cameraman, because he has the same clothes, and as we see, he's still alive. His next appearance was in episode number 55, and it was about this cameraman who was marching along with the others to protect the armored tank. When the SKIBIDI skull appeared, the survivor cameraman and his companions attacked it with their paralyzing rays. The SKIBIDI skull, but this didn't work, and it spewed this acid. Therefore, all cameramen had to flee, and when they turn around, here we can see the clothes that are the same as the survivor cameraman's. So it's confirmed that it's the same. Until now, we've seen how this survivor cameraman has managed to survive many things. He was one of the first to see the SKIBIDI's invasion. He was decapitated but revived. He was absorbed by the SKIBIDI vacuum cleaner but managed to escape. He was saved by the camera titan at the cameraman's base and managed to escape from the SKIBIDI skull. But this isn't all, because his next appearance was in episode 56, and it was about the cameraman who was escaping from the hack talking titan and was on fire. This means that the survivor cameraman managed to run faster than the talking titan, since he was able to escape from him and prevent him from catching him. So this guy is very fast. His next appearance was at the beginning of episode 57 part 1, as he was on the terrace of this building next to the POV cameraman, and even in episode 57 part 2, when the camera titan pushed the talking titan, the cameramen who were with the POV cameraman fell backward due to the impact of the titans. However, the survivor cameraman stood firm and hardly moved. As we see, this guy has been very close to the titans and has survived. He even managed to escape the talking titan, but his next appearance was very close to death, because it's the POV cameraman from episode 61, where he was almost killed by this new SKIBIDI toilet with long hair. But he was saved by none other than the speaker woman, to whom he makes the like gesture, and we can see that he has a red sleeve, so he's the same survivor cameraman. With this episode, we can also theorize that it's likely that this survivor cameraman will become another camera simp, that is, a fan of a female character such as the speaker woman, since last time the TV woman saved a cameraman and he became obsessed with her to the point of becoming her fan and having a photo of her saved in his suit. So the same could happen with this survivor cameraman, although we haven't seen clues of this yet. The next appearance was in episode 63, when we saw the return of the brave cameraman. The survivor cameraman is the one who was laughing at the brave cameraman, practically mocking him because he believed that the brave cameraman had been merged with the SKIBIDI glitched, although it was actually a vehicle. And because of that, the brave cameraman threw the plunger at him and made a rude gesture. Because of this, we can get to know the personality of this survivor cameraman a little more. He's a bit mocking, very strong, agile, fast, and he likes to take things with humor. Also, he seems to have some confidence with the brave cameraman, since besides being brothers, they are war comrades, although there was a small fight between the two of them in this episode 63. His next appearance was in the last episode 65, where the survivor cameraman is the same POV cameraman, and as we see, he managed to survive the SKIBIDI police. He was also very close to the explosion that fell on the camera titan and survived the impact. He fell next to the talking titan and both managed to survive, although at this moment the survivor cameraman almost died because he was a little stunned due to the explosion and his camera started recording blurry video. And the survivor cameraman managed to witness how the camera titan was dying. We still don't have any news about when episode 66 will be released, and it has already been 10 days since episode 65, so hopefully we can see the survivor cameraman again in a new episode. But so far what we have discovered about him is that he is very strong. He is the oldest cameraman since he appeared in episode 3 and is still alive in episode 65. He managed to run faster than the talking titan since he managed to escape from him. He has survived a lot of things and enemies. He managed to revive after his head was cut off and survived the explosions that fell on the camera titan. This shows us that the survivor cameraman must be as strong as the brave cameraman. So we'll have to pay close attention to these two characters in new episodes, and these have been all the episodes in which he has appeared. Now we know more about his story and surely he will become a war hero, the surviving cameraman. If there was at least one secret in this video that you didn't know about Skibidi Toilet, I challenge you to like the video right now and subscribe and hit the bell to be one of the first to see all of this. I am Jorge Sack 115. See you in the next video, friends. Greetings to everyone and goodbye.